Here we go. There we go. That's Glenn Gallios. We are on board Glenn Gallios right here. There we go. Glenn Gallios right here. And of course, Attorney Win Habilionosa, we have a two-lane race right here. So there we go. Glenn Gallios. Hindi po namin mapakita. There we go. Glenn Gallios looking good right here. So we have a time glitch a while ago. So meron po tayong uulitin doon. But nevertheless, there we go. We are on board Glenn Gallios and he is the fastest time right here. There we go at 55.725. So let's see if he'll be able to change this one right here. There we go. Glenn Gallios. This is one of the top. Nice maneuver there by Glenn. Dr. Glenn Gallios from Iloilo City. Here we go. This is already finish line 54.8. 30 and win 59.512. So now we have a new time to beat. Here we go. Change lane for hit number 2 right here. Robbie Dilarama below you, and up there is Zuriel Zomodubilla. Here we go. This is hit number 2 for both cars, and you're watching the Expert Modified B category. Nicely done right there by Robbie Dilarama. And of course, there we go, Robbie Dilarama. He clocked in a while ago at 68 flat. And Zuriel Zomodubilla navigating that medyo a challenging part of the racetrack right here. And of course, there we go, Robbie Dilarama. Let's see if he'll be able to improve in this 180 right here. Robbie Dilarama, nice one done right there. Here we go. And Zuriel Zomodubilla, 56.374. Robbie Dilarama, 60.099. There you go. So looking at Zuriel Zomodubilla, 56.374, and Robbie Dilarama at 60.099. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Racing Line, and you're watching the Eneos Regional Autocross Championships. We are now in the Expert Modified B, and later on, we're going to show you what we have recorded earlier for the stock categories, but it's winning time right here. Here we go, Nonim Lim. Well, let's see if he'll be able to catch up with Dr. Glenn Gallios, 54.830 right there on the clock. So, Nonim Lim. And of course, we still have to see a lot of drivers coming in for you later on. So, Nonim Lim will be clocking in at lane number 2. So you might be wondering, there's no clock right here. So he will be clocking in that one later on. So here we go. So this is his clock right here. Oh, this is his sensor right here. I mean, Nonim Lim looking good, looking strong like here. So let's see if there's an improvement from his 56.8 something, 873. So let's see, Nonim Lim right here with the fastest time of Glenn Gallios, 54.830. That is the fastest time. Will we be able to see 55.315? Wow! Here we go from OK Now CDO. Zuriel Zomodubilla looking good right here. And of course, OK Now CDO, one of the top drivers in OK Now CDO. And of course, headed by Figo Malig, who hails from Bukidnon, but yeah, still running in the team of OK Now CDO. Zuriel Zomodubilla, this is not his time. So the time of Zuriel Zomodubilla is in lane 1. So of course, he's gonna catch up with lane number 2 right here. And of course, all of them's gonna pass through lane 1 and lane 2. Here we go. Looking good, Zuriel Zomodubilla of OK Now CDO. Here we go, approaching to one of the most challenging part of the track, this 180 turn right here. A lot of them are really having a hard time right here, but not for this guy, Zuriel Zomodubilla. Here we go, for the finish line, 56.363. Here we go. Dennis Coro clipping that one so tight right there. Here we go. Here we go. Dennis Coro looking good, maneuvering this car. Nice one right there. Wow. Ito po yung time ni Dennis Coro. Now, there we go. We are on board Dennis Coro right now. This is his second run right here. Expert Modified B category. So this is the Expert Modified B category for Dennis Coro. He is looking good right here. There we go. So tingnan natin doon sa ditong part of the track right here. Here we go. So slowly but surely, kanina medyo nagkakaproblema po siya dito kanina. Let's see. He clipped that one tight and it's a good one right here. Here we go. Oh, another mistake there. It's not really a mistake, but the momentum right there. Here we go. Dennis Coro on the finish line, 59.822. That is Nonin Lim. 54.830 is the time to beat on the clock right there for Nonim Lim. That is his time right there. Glenn Gallius holds the fastest right here. Here we go. This is one of those parts of the track na medyo crucial because you have to navigate this very tight 180 turn, 360 turn. Here we go. Now going into the lane number 1 and on to his lane, go into the inside part of the track, which is lane number 2. Here we go. And of course, this is also one of those technical portions wherein you have to navigate on a very kind of slippery part of the track. Here we go, Nonim Lim. He is now on the 46 mark. So a while ago, I was able to check on where if you cross that double A right there on the 40 mark, then you'll be able to get the fastest 55.855 there for Nonim Lim. So, more than a second right there for Nonim Lim.